part of a larger holding company, actually a huge company. I think there was about 300,000 employees across different industries. This particular holding company has a density though in advertising and marketing agencies. And so Landor is the third major brand that has become a Sugar customer as part of this company called WPP. So Landor, primarily based out of the UK, is deciding to do transformation around customer experience, leveraging Sugar. And this gentleman right here is going to be taking the lead on driving a great customer experience for Landor with Sugar as the center of their project. We're super lucky to have Tansel here with us today.
Adacan, I'm the Global Systems Director at Landor, and my role is basically, I head up all major applications, cloud infrastructure, and we're slowly developing client-facing digital branding solutions. And the reason why I'm here is because we're currently doing a global CRM transformation across 25 offices. So we are looking to go live in November, and it's been a very interesting journey. We've got a legacy application called LandorNet. It's actually been developed over 15 years now. It's actually originally developed by a guy called Matt Sherman, who's now the Managing Director of Stack Overflow, and it's got loads of applications packed into it. So, when I joined, they said, right, we need you to basically decouple each application and start, modernizing them, put into the cloud, and also synchronize all processes, of which SugarCRM is one of them. So when I joined, the kind of initial reaction was, "You're crazy. This is a big job. You're insane." And I was like, "Yes, I am. Bring it on." And that's the thing I love, and I love this whole notion about heroes, because it deeply resonates, the notion that when you've got loads of people running in one direction and then you've got the hero running the other, normally towards danger, and there's sometimes that fear there that still exists, but they've got that courage. They just go for it, and that's what I love, especially about today. So Landor, what does Landor do? So we help companies to build basically agile brands. So there is a branding paradox at the moment, and that is that brands traditionally have been seen as quite rigid constructs. A brand would stand for something and they kind of stick within those parameters. But in today's society, there's a new branding model where a brand needs to stand for something, but it needs to continually evolve as well. And that's a paradox, and that's kind of doing two opposites at the same time. And so there's 6 key behaviours that Landor have identified to be an agile brand in today's society. The first one being principle, that a brand needs to know clearly what it stands for and deliver on that promise to its customers. The second being adaptive, so they need to be nimble to risk, and they need to continually seek opportunity. The third being open, a brand needs to embrace this era of open communication and continuously communicate with their customers. The fourth being responsible. So many times now you see companies, they're giving back to many times quietly, either to their employees, to their community, or to the world which they live in. The fifth is global. So even if a brand is just a local brand, they can definitely benefit from perspective globally and with global knowledge. And the sixth one being a multi-channel. So a brand nowadays, it needs to learn how to deliver differentiated experiences in the right way, in the right place, and at the right time. And so this is the experience wheel that Landor used to basically map a brand. So they really look at the human elements of a brand. So how does a brand look? How does it talk? How does it, what does it do? How does it make you feel? And how does it dream? How does it look beyond its current phase into the future? And so challenges at Landor. So when I joined, obviously, the current solution wasn't fit for purpose. And so the first challenge was that we actually hadn't an aging infrastructure. So we, on-prem servers, they're failing, and we need to modernize fast. The second being technical debt. Have you all heard of the term spaghetti code? Well, we had a lot of that. We could have made the right dish from this, because we make one change in one place and it will break several others, and we just couldn't work with it in the end. It was just too far gone. So, at one stage I got my developer to, because I said, we're going to rebuild this ourselves. So I said, we're going to do this, and he came back to me and said, it's going to take 2 years. So I was like, okay, let's start looking at some vendors. And obviously now we're here. So technical debt. Poor UI and UX of the existing solution. So, for a customer, for a new business or client services to fill it out, they had to click next, and they had to click next and next, and it was just horrible. And so many times, actually, in the end, they end up creating their own processes, setting up Excel spreadsheets and so on. It just wasn't intuitive. The fourth being obviously multiple offices following different processes and different systems, and it's just we need to bring it all in line. The fifth being time-consuming information governance. So from head office, we had a lot of staff chasing people. Have you updated this? Have you updated that? And we need a more efficient, more automated way of informing users. So how is SugarCRM and Enable IT technologies helping Lando to transform its business? Enable IT, our implementation partner, they're here today doing a fantastic job. Thank you. And of course, Annika Bruce as well, who's a project manager on this. And of course, SugarCRM. So the first thing being accessibility across multiple devices. So now we'd be able to use Sugar across mobile, across different browsers and different sizes, which our current solution couldn't do. The second being speed of use. So now we can fill out all the information that we need in one page as opposed to many. Third being API integration. So this is quite interesting actually, because we are integrating with Economy, which is WPP's main finance system for all of its opcos. But then we looked into email integration as well, integrated with email platforms. And we decided in the end to actually integrate with Campaign Monitor and Maximize. And the reason why is because, have you ever had these times where you've got your die-hard users of certain systems and they will not switch no matter what? You can say it's the best thing ever and they will still stick. And we looked at both and we realized, they kind of do the same. But to make it simple, we integrate both and please them, because put a bit of empathy there rather than kind of, going to war with our employees. Cloud infrastructure, so we're going to be deploying in the cloud, and as part of that, obviously looked at GDPR to make sure we're compliant. Collaboration, so now that obviously we're going to have new business, client services, and finance all using one system, there's going to be a lot more collaboration going on in the department, whereas at the moment, obviously, it's kind of Excel and reporting things over talk. Reports and analytics on a more granular level. So actually, we're going seriously deep on reports and analytics. I won't be surprised if I see, hopefully, some of it implemented as a module. So we're looking at backlog and pipeline report and new business reports, and we're really going deep into the detail. And the last thing is efficient information governance. So the fact that now a lot of the staff from head office, they won't need to continually chase for information to be updated. It's just people are going to get notifications and so on to that. It's just going to be less effort required to do that. And actually, the last thing that I didn't put on the slide actually was that when we chose Sugar, I suppose one of the most important things that we were looking at, in addition to all the features, was we had to choose something we could trust. And this included Enable as well. And we had some stakeholders that come in and it was like, oh yeah, we can do this, we can do that, oh it's easy and so on. It just didn't feel right. It kind of felt a bit fake. But with Sugar and Enable, it felt real. And we're pleased to have you both on board, so thank you.
There you go. Great use case, man. Great use case. So happy to have you as a customer. It's our pleasure. Thank you for coming out.
No problem.
Excellent. Lots of great stories. They are very abundant.